Hello there. Great evening, Forex traders around the world. This is Mohammed Kande coming at you with a video on Euro USD. There are a lot of people in the Telegram group and around the world who shorted this pair this week and got absolutely crucified. And I wanted to talk about the pair, and I wanted to talk about where to get into the market as well, just to kind of give people an idea, maybe do a little bit of a backdrop on structure so people can have a better understanding of what's going on in the market. So I have the Euro USD pulled up on the chart right here. You can see plain as day on the chart right here, Brexit happened, right? So Brexit happened, market came all the way down to the 1.0436 area, right? Market did a nice strong move down, right? And then market did let me change the color of this right here so that way we can have a better view. So market came all the way down. That's still not good. Let's do blue. Let's do blue. Bear with me right here. I just want to make sure that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing on my end over here. All right, perfect. So market gave us a strong push and then gave us a nice little retracement to the 61.8. And if you guys take a look over here, market pulled back to a structural level, right? So market always pulls back to structure. See that right there? This is structure right here, right? So if you guys take a look, the market came right here, bounced off. Market came right here, bounced off. Market came right here, bounced off, right? Market finally broke it. Market came right here and bounced off. So this lets you know this is a strong area. This is a strong structural area, which is an area where, you know, in the foreign exchange market, nothing is 100% guaranteed. What we do is that we try to build a case and create as much edges for ourselves as possible in order to get into the market, right? And that's what I like to do, and that's what structure does for me, and that's why I've implemented structure into my trading practice, which I believe everyone who trades has somewhat of an idea of what structure is and implements it in their trading, because it's very, very important and it really, really makes a huge difference. So that's the beauty about structure, and that's the monthly, right? So we know that we are in a downtrend because market broke structure over here, came back and retested it, and market has been shorting, right? And one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, when the market breaks an area, it may take a day, it may take 10 days, it may take a week, it may take a year, but the market always comes back to retest the area that it broke. Market broke during the Brexit era. Market broke during Brexit in 2016. Market came back to retest that area in 2018. So the market always repeats itself. It's a crack addict. It has to do it. It has to go to the same places to get its fix before continuing. It always does that. So that's one. Two, let's break it down to the weekly now. So when I'm breaking my chart down on the weekly pattern, right? So one thing that I'm doing, okay, you had a nice little uptrend over here, but if you take a look, that uptrend was kind of over when structure was broken, right? So let's take a look at structure. You have a structural area right here. Boom, right? So market broke this area right here, right? Strong area. Look, market came down, then like it pushed back up, right? Very, very strong resistance over here. And then market came down again, then like it, pushed back up, and finally broke it, and now it's coming back to retest it. So this is why I want to talk to everybody, right? Why did everybody short this pair? This pair is in a downtrend. There's no doubt about that. Absolutely. This pair is in a downtrend, right? So this pair is trending down right now. No doubt about that. Without a shadow of a doubt, this pair is trending down. We know that. We know that for sure. But what happened this week is called a pullback, for those of you who don't know. So the market came down, right? We had some sideways work, and then the market came down again, created a bullish pin bar off of support at 1.1414. That is a telltale sign that the market is getting ready to do what? Pull back. Pull back to possibly tap this trend line again before continuing, right? Which is what it did. If you guys take a look right here, without breaking any of my candles, market came down, tapped the trend line here, pushed down, came back. It's probably going to tap this trend line or tap this resistance right here, because the market broke. This was support. This was support. The market broke the support area, retested it, right? Came back and retested it again. And it's holding, right? Because it has not been broken as of yet. But that's the simplicity, right? You don't have to have 1,000,001 things on your chart, right? All you need is just support, resistance, an idea, and an understanding of structure and a trend line, and that usually makes it happen. So everybody got creamed in this pair this week because everyone saw on a daily chart, right? Let me show you guys, right? This is what everybody saw right here. Everybody saw this. Everybody said, okay, cool. The market is in a downtrend. The market is downtrending, right? So market broke this little structure that I have here. Market broke this area, retested it, came down. Market pulled back a little bit, and everybody said, oh, the market is pulled back a little bit. It's enough. I'm going to jump into the market, without looking at the bigger time frame. When you look at the bigger time frame always tells you the true story. The larger time frame always tells you the true direction of the market and the true story on what to do and when to be patient and wait. So if you guys take a look right here, market came and tapped this trend line. Market came and tapped this this resistance, and the market is holding the resistance. So what am I looking to do? I'm looking to sell around this area now. Why? Because this is an area of structure, right? So I'm building my case. Why should I get into the market? Why? Why should I get into the market in this area right here? Why? What's the point? What's so great about this area? You have to build your case. Guys, you are the manager of your own hedge fund. Think about it like this. This is your own business. So why should you risk money? Why should you risk investing more for your business in this area? Why should you risk it here, right? So the question is, why should I risk here and not here or here, right? The market broke this area right here, came back to this resistance right here at 1.1414, right? Market could have easily just easily tapped this and kept shorting, right? But why didn't the market not do that? Because there's no structure in this area. Look to your left. Look left. You look left, and the market will tell you the story. Look. Structure. Market came down here, didn't like it. Market came here. Market came here, and finally broke it. And now the market is coming to retest this area. I can go back probably 6 years from now. You'll see that this is a strong area. This is a strong structural zone. The major and most important aspect of trading is identifying structure. When you know where structure is located and you identify the trend, it makes your trading absolutely easy. You don't need 1 billion indicators for that. Identify the trend, find structure, and place a trade. It's just that simple. So let's break it down to the H4. Let's take a look at it over here. So look at this, right? We had what was looking like a huge bullish engulfing, which ended up being a rejection candle, right? So I'm looking for the market to probably tap this resistance one more time and for something to happen in this area right here. Because the market is going to do one or two things. The market is either going to break this resistance, right? The market is either going to do this right here, break the resistance, test it as support, and then keep going. Or this area is going to hold. We're going to get another push right here. The market is going to drop. So the reason why everybody got creamed in this pair is because no one was being patient. No one was looking for structure. As you guys can see, I'm not using any fibs. I'm not using anything, any indicators. I'm literally just talking to you guys from identifying the trend. I know that I'm in a downtrend. I've figured that out from the monthly to the weekly to the daily. And I know that there's a pullback going on. Why do I know that there's a pullback? Because you had this huge, absolutely crazy. I wouldn't even have touched this pair for the short this week because of this right here. Look at this huge bullish pin bar. This tells you all day long that the market is not going to be shorting at all. And if it is, it won't be right at the beginning of the week. It's not at all. That's why you have to be very patient. Very patient. We spend as traders 80% of our time, 95% of our time getting ready to enter the market. And the other 5% is just placing a trade and walking away. Please guys, always find structure. This is all I'm doing, guys. This is all I do in my trading. I just find structure, and it works. Anybody will tell you it works. It's that simple, and it absolutely works. So this price is in a major strike zone for me, right? This zone right here it's a strike zone. This is a bombing area right here. This is an area where you get a really nice entry, right? Risk to reward isn't going to be that bad because you're catching it at the very beginning, right? I had my resistance, yeah, right? My resistance is at 1.1595. Market is at 1.1572. So a little bit over 20 pips, right? 21 pips, 22 pips. So you're risking 21, 22 pips to get all the way down to 1414, right? So over 150 pips. So that's the beauty of this. Wait, take your time, analyze the market, take your time, spend your time charting analysis. Spend your time looking at the charts. Take your time. Don't rush into the trade. Take your time, look at it. Look what the market is telling you, right? And then take action. And when you take action, walk away. I went a little over this pair right here, but I really wanted to detail what I saw myself in this pair and what I thought that, you know, why I thought that everybody got hurt in this pair. Because look, in this pair right here, everyone was just so gung-ho on the market shorting because this happened right here. This little thing happened right here, right? Market shorted, right? And everybody said, okay, cool. As soon as this thing come up here, I'm gonna short. Well, guess what? A lot of people got into the market and got hurt. A lot of people got in a little earlier than that and got creamed. A lot of people got in right here and just got creamed. And the market has finally done what it needs to do. The market is in a structural area. So now, the only thing that I use the H4 for when I'm doing analysis is for an entry. That's it. I do all of my analyzing the market and figuring out what I'm going to do from the monthly to the daily. The H4 is just for a ridiculous entry. That's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for a ridiculous entry. The H4 and the H1 are to perfect your entries. So if you guys take a look right here, look, you had a little railroad pattern right here, right? You had a bearish engulfing that came down, right? The market came, tapped it, rejected it, came back again, tapped it, created a bearish engulfing. So the market is doing somewhat of a little bit of sideways action over here. But I feel like this market could go down. But the euro is very strong this week. So, you know, it's all about being patient and waiting, letting the market come to you. Don't go to the market. Don't rush it. Don't tell yourself, oh, this is going to go this way. I need to get into the market right now. Because if you do that, I promise you, you're going to end up blowing upwards of 20 accounts like I did. I've blown a lot of accounts. I've made a lot of mistakes so that you guys don't have to. Please take heed to this. Watch this video 1,500 times. Look at structure. Identify structure. Charting analysis will save you. You don't need a billion indicators on your chart. Charting analysis is all I do. Just look at the market, find structural areas, trend lines, see the trend, and get into the market. That's it. I don't need a billion indicators. I don't need an RSI or all of that stuff that people use. I don't even know how to use that stuff. I never even got myself into learning how to use these things because I knew some of the best traders in the world have told me naked price action is the best way to trade the foreign exchange market. Naked price action. Don't see what price is doing. Don't have a million things on your chart that deter you from seeing what price is actually doing. So guys, that's all I have. I hope that this helps and touches someone. I hope that this resonates with someone. I try to be very concise and I try to be as honest as I can. You know, this thing is not easy. There's nothing easy about this. There's nothing easy about becoming a surgeon. There's nothing easy about becoming a lawyer. There's nothing easy about becoming a professional master forex trader. It takes time, dedication, blood, sweat, and tears. But if you do it the right way, you will become a millionaire doing this. I guarantee you. All right, guys. This is Mohammed Kande. Safe trading, and let's enjoy and play it safe the rest of the week.